Welcome to Evilive, live media commentary show that answers the question: have you ever made out with a ghost?
Right.
Have you?
No, but I should.
You definitely should. I want to. Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we are reviewing, maybe not Laszlo's father.
No, I wouldn't go for Laszlo's father. I mean, you know, the Nadia doll, I mean, that's technically her ghost.
There's something dirty about that too, which is kind of awesome and also scary.
Rex, I don't want you to watch.
We should never mention it while we're live on air.
Yeah, no, because that'd be creepy as shit.
Yes. Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we're reviewing What We Do in the Shadows, Season 6, Episode 6, Laszlo's Faja. What are your initial thoughts about this episode?
This shit was so goddamn funny and entirely too real at the end. Well, actually, I guess not even really at the end. Like throughout it, like, you know, we both. I at least I can, you know, I think I can safely say that we both have father issues. Perhaps a little. Yes. I did not expect this episode to hit hard a couple of times. Where it's like I go from laughing my ass off to being like, damn, I've been there, man.
You know what's funny? I didn't think about it until you mentioned it. My father issues, I think, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, I think came out when we did the seance, which is not so far removed from this episode.
You know, hindsight definitely is 20/20, Adam.
I love this episode because it mixed Ghostbusters with fucking What We Do in the Shadows. And dude, yes, please.
Yeah, I love how much he just blatantly rips off sci-fi and so nonchalantly is like, oh no, I don't know anything about that. And it's like, that was the perfect fucking steampunk proton pack I've ever seen. And I've seen some before.
Really?
That was fucking beautiful, and I want one.
Special. First of all, I thought it was just clearly not going to work because it clearly didn't seem like it would work.
No way in hell it was going to work.
And then it worked.
And it worked perfect.
It's amazing.
And I just love that it was a little fucking hourglass that came out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so much better than a fucking shoebox with a handle.
Oh, God. My wife and I watch the original Ghostbusters like once or twice a year regularly. It's just so funny and so good, and it holds up. And there's so goddamn many quotes in it that are just apropos to almost any goddamn situation. We're constantly quoting it. I love it so much. And the fact that this show, which is so heavily steeped in its own little like sort of vampire mockumentary thing, to tap into so many different sort of genres of scary storytelling type stuff, I don't want it to be over, and we're more than halfway over.
Yeah, that's the shitty part, is realizing, oh God, it's only like 12 episodes, isn't it? Or 10 episodes?
I think it's 10. I don't know for sure, but I think it's 10.
So
in either case, this is number 6. God damn it. All right, this is directed by Yana Gorskaya, written by Jake Bender and Zach Dunn, and it premiered November 11th. Yeah, we're a week behind. Fuck off.
Yeah.
First
we
of
got
all,
lives sometimes.
This was like a two-parter. We had Nandor and Nadja spying on the neighbors because they discovered they have a window on the other side of the house.
God. That was so goddamn funny.
But this is like a real vampire conundrum, right? What are they called? They're not assistants. They're fucking, they're your ghouls. Familiars. Thank you. God damn. I had the hardest time yesterday thinking of the word paycheck that I started screaming out loud. I was like, income papers! I couldn't think of the fucking name paycheck. And I just started screaming around the house. And my wife was just like, okay, I'll get the income papers taken care of. I was out of my mind. I couldn't figure the fuck out. I was freaking
fantastic.
out. This is clearly I'm getting dementia, just a little bit more rapid than I expected it to
I think it's going around right now because I could not articulate most sentences today. Luckily, I spent most of the day reading.
Are you done with Heir of the Empire?
Fuck. Almost.
Oh.
I got about 150 pages left.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about it.
Dude.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, my gosh.
The amount of text messages that I've had to delete just in the past 2 days alone is insane because I'm fucking dying to talk about this much.
Oh, man. All right.
Anyway. What about you, Chris? You done yet?
Yeah, he had an audiobook. You should have been done like 3 days ago.
That's true. Yeah, it's only like 12 hours.
I'm already
quick.
almost done with my second book after having read that. So what the fuck, yo?
Nice.
Because I don't work for a living. I cry into a pillow or something.
I mean, that's what I do, just in a building. That's not my home.
So I like. There's a real, like, your familiar covers up windows because you die if they don't. So you don't think about windows, and this is like an aspect of like a vampire's existence that, maybe 400 years ago you thought about windows, and it's like a cursory thought in the back of your mind, like, oh shit, I hope they're all covered. But you're not going around like viewing your windows and looking at the views at night or anything because they're all fucking covered to protect you during the day. So I just like that there's that little weird aspect of vampire existence that this show continually perpetuates, sort of on the down low. But every once in a while when it pops up like this, you're just like, oh yeah, I guess they wouldn't have thought about that, because it's not that they're fucking idiots. It's just that they're vampires. They don't look out windows, or else they fucking die from the sun. So I thought it was funny.
Another thing I like about it is just the fact that they so easily can just introduce something new into this house that for 6 fucking seasons, we have spent the majority of our time in this house.
Yeah. It gets bigger.
So the fact that they can just add something in there and it's just so like matter of fact that we're like, you just immediately accept it. It's just fucking magical on their part.
I hope they show us the remodeled room, at least like closet, at least once.
Yeah.
Because that'd be dope as hell. Or like the basement where they had the huge cage they were keeping. Oh fuck! This is a couple of seasons ago. Was it Nandor they were keeping down there?
No, it was Guillermo.
Guillermo. I've never seen this show before. I'm just making stuff up.
No, it's okay.
But in any case, I love that they're like spying on their neighbors and they just have this. Oh, they're like new people every day. Mm-hmm. Changelings.
Yep. Goddamn shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters. It's the funniest goddamn thing. Like, why would you think that? Well, because Nandor had a relationship with a shapeshifter. She turned into a fucking possum. He still stayed with her for a while. He just got weird.
I mean, you're already there. You might as well, right?
First of all. Could you even like physically? I don't even know. Like,
I don't know.
I imagine you could probably try. I mean, if it would work.
Yeah, I don't imagine it would go too well for the possum.
And it's not.
I don't know.
I mean, you're a creature anyway. You're a vampire, so it's not like the human weirdness of it. It's you're a beast already.
Mm-hmm.
Bat, you can turn into creatures and fuck as bats. So, like, it's not that far removed. And it's a possum. They're not cute. I like the nose. I feel like I want to boop a possum's
They're so
nose.
fucking adorable.
Are
with
they?
Their little hands. Oh my god, dude!
Like freaky
you are
whiskers.
So
right?
fucking lucky that you are smart and you don't have social media, because that's all you would ever get from like me and Janet is just a possum videos of them in costumes and eating shit. It is so fucking cute.
What do possums eat?
Whatever you give them, like they eat fruit. They really like fruit.
Like in the wild, what do they eat? Because they can't climb trees, can they?
Yeah.
Don't they burrow? Aren't they like?
I don't think
nut eating. Am I mixing a possum up with something else?
I don't
know.
No
idea what. Internet, tell me what a possum eats, because I have no fucking idea. I mean, clearly it's Nandor's cock, but other than that. I love that he was fucking a possum. I just think it's so... And the look that Naji gave him when he said that, they just panned over her for a half a second. She's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. You're hard up, dude.
So opossums will go into burrows, but they do not dig their own burrows. They are
typically mole homes.
They're typically tree-dwelling creatures.
Wow. Man, so they do eat nuts. Nandor's included.
Man, I mean, obviously.
Good for them.
At least for a couple of weeks.
For them. So that was a story is them trying to investigate the fucking changeling shapeshifter family that's hold on, I want to stay on this train because we saw Nadja Mission Impossible this house in the worst way.
Yeah, man.
It's like the most hilarious, worst motherfucking way. And Guillermo's like walking up, he's just like, it's Airbnb. What are you doing? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, shut up! This is clearly a fucking shapeshifter.
Well, the best part, too, is the fact that he has told them that before, like numerous times. And of course, because they're immortal, they forget everything that's of no consequence, like a second neighbor.
Yeah. It's so funny. I just loved it so much. And watching Nadja go in, and Nandor can't, he's the fucking, in the most funny way, the worst. Just like Colin telling him, don't tap on the window. He's like, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, wake up. Like in previous episodes and previous seasons. That's just him. He can't help the compulsive behavior. You tell him not to do something. Now he's like, stop talking. They can hear me. And he's like, they're coming. They're looking at you. Like, get out quickly. Or where are you? What happened? He just won't shut up. And clearly it's like on her end. Like, of course they can hear something weird's fucking happen. Nandor won't shut the fuck up. So funny.
Yeah, the best is just seeing how not sneaky she is. Like to the point where it's almost like a cartoon character creeping up the stairs.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, she's a pretty thick Greek woman. What do you want? Like
that.
Well, clearly. But like yes, please. But yeah, not sneaky. There's no world. She might as well be wearing like an old school. I think she was wearing an old school Victorian dress. Like the most obvious, bulky clothing choice you could have made. Of course, I think it would have been hilarious if she would have been like a black slinky thing. Like, because she doesn't have the body for it. But it would have been funny as fuck to see her in.
At least throw on like a balaclava.
Oh man, that would have been great.
But like cut out holes for the big hair.
Oh my god,
fantastic!
That would have been hilarious. But still, it was funny anyway because she like did her best to go up around in the second floor, and they're like clearly walking up behind her, and then we just see her like busting out of a window and like fucking rolling over a fucking fence, and they're watching the whole time.
Yeah, and then it just gets to the point where Nandor's like, wait. I don't know. I didn't see you the whole time. Maybe you're the shapeshifter. And it just went between the two of them thinking each other was a shapeshifter.
So stupid.
It's like, this is a fucking kid's cartoon. This is so great. Like, this is Hanna-Barbera.
100% a Hanna-Barbera Saturday morning cartoon. 100%. And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
definitely.
so goddamn stupid and funny. Like, at some point, I sort of, like, asked myself, am I just a fucking retard that thinks this is funny? Or is this actually funny?
Is there a difference?
And then, then you're just like, well, does it matter? Because I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
So goddamn good. All right. The second half, okay, so ultimately the owner of the neighbor's house comes over and she's like, I'm, doing the Airbnb. What the fuck are you guys doing? And then they sort of like play a little coy and she's like, oh shit, you realize I'm not zoned for it. Please don't say anything. I'll give you, some vacation days and stuff and you can just stay in the house. And then it's ultimately revealed she is, in fact, a fucking shapeshifter as a possum too.
Yes, that was the best part. That was definitely the cherry on top of this episode.
So are all shapeshifters possums as well?
I mean, in my experience, there's like mostly like coyotes and shit.
My experience. Yeah. All right.
So I don't know.
So we're going to be running a What We Do in the Shadows Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game in the new year.
I cannot fucking wait.
And there's some Xena file? What is that? Xena... What is that? The study of like weird creatures? What is that?
Cryptozoology?
Crypto. There's crypto file things in it that I've planned, which I know is way up your alley, and I don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks.
Yes, it is.
Because everyone else can fuck off. This is for us. And Chris.
Yeah, Chris is all about fucking cryptids.
Because you're watching. Dylan's definitely a cryptid. So,
yeah, absolutely.
He's just a possum with a huge cock.
You
Crystal,
think
the
that's his
fuck?
tail? Nope, that's his dick. Quite
I
dexterous, too.
love the idea. I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, like I love the idea that there's still like the possum shapeshifter, like at the end, it's just sort of like the sort of rim shot at the very end of the episode. That was great. Okay, so the B story arguably was even better. Arguably, because I sort of go back and forth between the two, which is better. But like Laszlo's father is summoned. Wait, is he summoned? He appears.
Yeah,
How the fuck
because
did they get him?
basically they have a ghost presence in the house, and Nadia's doing a ritual to summon the ghost forward to find out what the fuck it is, who it is, so forth and so on.
So
And then
Lord Roderick Cravensworth comes out, and Laszlo's having
so good. Yeah,
He is like, fuck you, and just like fucking leaves. The problem is Roderick is endearing, and he's sort of like schmoozy, and he endears himself to everyone in the house, especially Colin Robinson, who's never had a dad, ironically, even though Laszlo fucking raised him as a baby. He's like, fuck you, I've been to bed to your father. He's like, whatever. But he literally was.
Yeah,
Like,
literally
we
was. That's
watched it.
best fucking part.
It's so funny. And I love, everyone has, well, we have father issues. I don't know if everyone does. I assume everyone does because fathers only fail, in my experience anyway. I've tried to do well. I've failed a lot. I know I have. But
I mean, that's just the curse of being human.
yeah, it's that extra chromosome, man. It fucks you. Not the double extra chromosome, because I know how that sounds now that I said it out loud. There's the extra chromosome that's like, and then there's like the normal, you're a guy. Get it? Okay, you got it.
Oh, yeah,
Try
we
not
got
to
it.
say retard.
That's good.
Fuck! I just said it.
Totally don't say that.
Don't say the retard word. All right, Nandor, retard.
That is definitely an Andor skit.
Oh, 100%. I love that he's like, Colin is he's a psychic vampire, and apparently they don't have fathers. They just sprung up in eternity. Like they are the conundrum of, what's first, chicken or the egg? Colin Robinson is the answer. Like they just are. They don't make sense. They just keep recycling through existence. They die and they're reborn exactly the exact goddamn same. So
It's the
of
most
course,
boring phoenix of all time.
yeah. That's a beautiful way of fucking picturing Colin Ross. I've never pictured him like a phoenix, but yes, 100%. It's so funny because Colin wants to be Colin Robinson.
Oh my god, he needs to be.
He's
he
like
needs,
halfway there.
I know, he just needs the glasses. If he doesn't do it, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah. Thing is I don't want like everyone to just choose a character. You know what I mean? I want them to be their own thing.
Yeah.
The premise is just, it's silly, but anyway. So ultimately, Colin's he wants him as his father. Laszlo doesn't want him even around at all. He wants him gone. And then it seems like his father is really just trying to reconnect with him until the very end, when it is revealed that no, he actually just wants his body so he can fuck.
Yeah. And you know what? That's a valid thing. Like that is, I imagine that's hell. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't fuck. What is the point?
If you saw Hellraiser 2 and Frank, you know exactly that's the problem.
Yep.
You see the delicious babies on platters, you can't taste any of them. You just fuck.
Quite frustrating.
I'd totally be frustrated. And they're like sitting there covered in bloody sheets, like, yes.
Yeah.
That's not weird.
Not at all.
I want to try it. Like it's not a possum.
Yeah, exactly. It's not getting into weird territory.
It's just a bloody corpse. All right, but it's sexy bloody corpse.
Exactly.
In any case, I loved that like the whole time Laszlo was like threatening him with this clearly fake and non-functioning, probably made out of cardboard. It looked like Ghostbuster, like ghost pack thing. And then it fucking actually worked, and I was screaming in my fucking
Yeah.
house. It's like, ah!
Yeah.
The
So
most amazing moment on
Fucking
screen.
funny.
Probably like the most vocal I've been watching the show. Like I've always laughed out loud and stuff, but I screamed. That was the greatest goddamn like mic drop moment when you see the.
Yeah, it was because like at least for me, I kept going between like, okay, is it real? Is it going to work? Is it not? Because he also had like other gadgets, like the detection thing, but instead of it going like this, it just spun and whatnot. And it's like, is that just like a fucking gizmo? Like, are those dowsing rods?
Yeah.
And he's just manipulating them? Or is this like a legit invention? Because we do know that he is, in fact, a man of science. So yeah, just that reveal at the end and how effective it was. It's like, God damn it, this man is amazing.
I would still like to watch his Seinfeld porno.
Yes.
Just putting it out there.
Definitely. I honestly,
So
any of them, any one of them, I would watch them.
So goddamn funny. We should, like, not literally, but we should have like a themed vampire orgy party where we all bring a different weird sex device and we just like judge who has the most weird sex device as like a competition or something. Yeah, a friendly competition.
That sounds great. But if we're going to do it, blood sprinklers.
Oh man, whose house would allow the blood sprinklers though?
I volunteer bead.
Done. Seconded. His problem, not mine.
Yep.
I think it would be so funny to see what people come up with. I feel like Juju would come up with something super weird. Like she is very conservative, but I feel like in that frame,
it's usually those that are the ones that it's the leather underneath the librarian outfit as it was. So I could see it.
That sounds so goddamn hot too. I have a thing for libraries and librarians.
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone?
Yeah, I mean it's fucking weird if you don't.
Yeah, definitely. Them and nuns and possums.
I mean that's just the trifecta of all men's fantasies.
Climb up my tree. It's more of a stick, but still.
I mean, whatever. It's a branch.
Use your possum imagination. All right. I loved this episode so goddamn much. It was so funny all through. I loved the conviction that Colin has. And the more we get into the mythology of all of this and the dynamic of the family, the household, I guess, the more Colin comes out to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other characters kind of just sort of orbit each other. But Colin is really, at least in my opinion, he's really coming out as like a real character, especially in like this week's episode, which we haven't reviewed yet. Like I'm really loving this guy, especially in this week's this show. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. It's so goddamn good. All right, anyway.
Definitely, yeah, it's so fucking funny.
It's the goddamn best. All right, so anyway, I love Colin's daddy issues. I have daddy issues, so I definitely get it. I love the hilarity of this episode, and I don't want this goddamn show to end. We should start a petition and say, look, Disney, buy them. Don't have anything to do with it, but pay them all to keep doing it in perpetuity. I can say words.
He'll be the writer.
Payment paper!
Yeah.
It's a paycheck. Just say paycheck.
I get it.
All right. What was your favorite part of this episode?
Oh, man, that's a hard one. Because it's like Nadia jumping through the window was fucking hilarious. Colin's pop collection being under
I thought you would love that.
Yeah, severe lock and key. It's like that is fucking fantastic. Like that's the kind of shit I would do for books that nobody gives a flying fuck about.
Do you collect Funko Pops?
I used to be real bad about it.
Really?
I don't really buy them anymore unless there's one that makes me giggle. But yeah, I used to be pretty bad about it.
Never really got into that, but I think it's really funny to see Colin Robinson with this secret.
It did not surprise me in the least. It's like, of course he's going to have an obsession with them. And it's the most boring fucking things. Like, for me, it was always like Star Wars or horror shit. Actually, pretty much just Star Wars and horror shit. But yeah, it's like, of course he's got two different Lizzos. Why wouldn't he?
That's so funny. Oh, fucking Lizzo. That's just so funny.
And then it gets one made of fucking Mr. Cravensworth. It's like,
the best.
That's fucking awesome.
The best. It reminds me of the dude who made an action figure of me and sent it to me.
That's awesome.
Wow. Wow. Just amazing. My favorite was when the father ghost was trying to make out with fucking Gizmo. Like, I remember my butler. He would take care of every need.
Yeah.
Do you take care of every need? Have you ever made out with a ghost? Just like, you dirty fucking ghost. I want to have a beer with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you sound awesome. Because I identify. You ever been with a possum? Did you have a least favorite part of this episode?
No, of course not.
No, yeah. It's fucking gold. God damn it. It's so good. It's not fair. It should never end.
It really isn't. I mean, just the fact that they can draw it out this long and it's still, like I said earlier, I feel like it's getting better with each episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not fair. That's not how TV is supposed to work.
Farts. Yeah. All right. Well, anything else?
I think we got it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What was your favorite part of this episode? Or, just arguably, let's open up to the season. Did you have a favorite episode so far in this final season? Is there a character that you need in your life and you don't want them to go away? Let us know in the comments below. As always, remember the evil spelled backwards is live.
Don't forget the merch there, Adam.
Oh, and you can get your own AMB t-shirt. Oh, that's awesome. You wore it. I wish you would have told me. I would have put it on. Yeah, there's a link in the description below so you can pick up one of your own. It's definitely something that you want to wear out on the town.
Absolutely. I wore this to work today.
Did you really?
Fuck yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I love this shirt. I couldn't find it for the longest time. And then it was hidden in the very back of my dresser. Like it went
I
over.
do want to make like a couple different. I wish I had more time because there's a couple different shirts. Like I would love to do a shirt of the father ghost next to Gizmo talking to him with that you want to make out or like whatever the line is he says. I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Definitely. And they just have so many good one-liners. I would love to do like a whole series of these shirts if I just had more time in my life.
Yeah, it's bullshit having to have responsibilities and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck life.
I think it's your wife's fault. It's your wife's fault for not making enough to support both of you with extreme comfort.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm going to have
really
to
drop the ball.
Take the possum and smack her in the face with it. Get on it. All right. Evil spell right because
Yep. Exactly what you said.
Bye. That was English, right?
It's just as much English as some of the shit I've heard from on the other side of the pond.